Hi, I'm Matthijs van Leeuwen and I'm a Slack Certified Solutions Engineer for Cprime. Let's get started. First up is Prometheus, an open source monitoring and alerting solution that was originally developed by SoundCloud. We will be using Prometheus to monitor a server and trigger an alert when a specific threshold is met. This alert will be sent to Slack, one of the most well-known business communications and productivity platforms. As mentioned, we will be using Slack to receive the alert from Prometheus and more. Help is the latest member of the Atlassian family and allows organizations to create service desk tickets directly from Slack conversations. This can greatly improve your user and agent experience and streamline the support process. And although Help has built-in queue and ticket processing functionality, we'll be using it to create a ticket in Jira Service Desk. Here we will transition to create a ticket through a Jira incident management workflow. Within this workflow, we've used Power Scripts to execute specific custom scripts when the issue transitions. The first script will create a Slack channel using the ID of the created ticket. This will allow the incident management team to come together to swarm the incident and assist in keeping communication clear. Once the Slack channel has been created, a second script will be triggered to post an incident on our status page. Lastly, we will use a / command in Slack to spin up a Zoom room from within the newly created Slack channel. This will allow the incident management team to communicate and discuss in real time. So to break it down one more time, Prometheus will detect an error and post an alert in a dedicated Slack channel. A site reliability engineer will respond in Slack and use Help to create a ticket directly from the alert message. We will review the ticket in Jira Service Desk and transition it into a new status there. That transition will trigger 2 Power Scripts custom scripts that will create a Slack channel and status page incident. Finally, from within the created Slack channel, we'll use a / command to launch a Zoom room. Let's race. Alright, so for this demo we will start by looking at the individual apps. We're going to start with Prometheus, and as you can see, right now Prometheus is not detecting any issues. I will trigger this performance issue manually in a minute. That will send an alert to this dedicated Slack channel where it will be converted into a ticket and sent to Jira Service Desk using Help. This is the Jira Service Desk that it will be sent to. We can find the incident that we will be creating by checking our active incidents filter. We currently have 1 active incident listed. Here we'll see a new ticket arrive, and then as that transitions through the workflow, Power Scripts will create a dedicated Slack channel within the Slack environment, and will update our status page with a new incident. So let's get started. First, we'll go back to Prometheus and I'll refresh the page. We now see 1 alert has been triggered, so let's switch to Slack. And there's our alert. It has already come through. So as mentioned, we can now use an emoji to turn this into a Help and Jira Service Desk ticket. The emoji you use to trigger this process can be customized. Help also allows you to trigger other actions using emojis. So here we see the 2 replies we received from Help. One thing I really like is that the replies are created as threads, limiting any noise in this channel. Let's take a look at the thread. Here we see that same alert, but now in thread. Help's first reply tells us a ticket has been created. Here's the ticket ID with a hyperlink that can take me directly to the ticket in Jira Service Desk. Below that is some information about the affected server, the alert, etc. So let me start by sending a reply as the Site Reliability Engineer, or SRE. One of the key values of Help is that it enables conversational ticketing, and you'll see the power of that in a second. The SRE can add any attachment, but for this example, I'll add an image. I'll add a comment to the message and click Send. Now that we've gone through this, let's take a look at what this has done in Jira. So let me click the search button, and there we have a new ticket called iTick67. If I open the ticket, we immediately see the attachment that I just added, and we can see the individual messages that were sent within Slack. These have been captured and synchronized within the ticket as comments. So what it really does is it shows you how easy your conversations are now turned into tickets. And as mentioned, we will now actually take this one step further. We'll start by going back to Slack. Here we'll search for our new ticket, ITIC67. As you can see, this doesn't return any results. So let's go back. Now we will click the Investigate button. This will transition the ticket to the next step in the workflow. As we see, we're now in a work in progress status, and if we go back to Slack and perform our previous search, we now have a dedicated Slack channel named after our ticket that was created by PowerScripts. The second script has run as well, which has created the incident on our status page as we see here. Last but not least, I'll join the channel as the SRE and spin up a Zoom room using the / command. And there you have it. This is how advances in technology can help your organization manage the pace of accelerating change. The software solutions shown today can automate and simplify complex processes, allowing your team to focus on getting the incident resolved and thus decreasing your mean time to resolution. Extreme efficiency gains using Prometheus, Help, PowerScripts, Slack, Jira Service Desk, and Zoom. So we've come to the end of our time together. Thanks for joining us. We hope you found something valuable to take away to your teams. Here's my contact info if you'd like to reach out to me directly, but I'll also stick around in the chat for the next 5 minutes to answer any last questions. After this time, if there are more questions about other elements I can demo for you, please join me in my Zoom room for the next 10 to 15 minutes. For those who are off to explore other parts of the conference, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your digital experience.